Welcome back to Sports with Eaves. Let's get started. Today we have 4 pressing sports issues. The winner of the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby, the 146th running. Professional and collegiate football kicks off this weekend, with Louisville playing this Saturday and Kentucky playing September 26th. We have got the U.S. Open in New York City and Novak Djokovic and his incident. And last but not least, we lost 3 great patrons again. Lou Brock, Smokey Gaines, and the Blur, the Dwight Anderson, former Kentucky Wildcat. Let's get started. The 146th running of the Kentucky Oaks, a Friday to be remembered forever. She's the Devil prevails, 15-1 favorite, paid $30.20 to win, $32.20 exact to win. Upset, my favorite, Swiss Skydiver, and Gamine.
Gamine on the inside. Here comes Swiss Skydiver. She dares the Devil, running a big one too. Gamine has lost the lead. She dares the Devil is in front. Swiss Skydiver runs at her. Gamine is going to be third. She dares the Devil. Swiss Skydiver. She dares the Devil in a huge upset. Swiss Skydiver was second, Gamine was third.
She Dares the Devil was the better horse Friday afternoon at the Kentucky Derby in front of 0 fans in the stadium. No one in the infield cheering her on. Just a fantastic race. Again, Bob Badford, unbelievable trainer. Horse was defeated, Gamine, but he did get revenge in the Kentucky Derby. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about the Kentucky Derby next.
Did you know that nearly 75% of high school seniors are accepted to their first college of choice, but only a little over half can afford to attend, according to a recent study? The outcomes prove the need for college-bound students to consider tuition costs alongside of program offerings. Simmons College of Kentucky offers 5 degree concentrations and in 2018 was named the most affordable HBCU in the nation. Simmons College of Kentucky, creating the next generation of thinkers.
The 146th running of the Kentucky Derby. No fanfare, no pageantry. No people in the infield. No wall at the last turn, the third turn of Churchill Downs, screaming the horses on. Bob Badford, a name that we all understand, with that silver hair and those sunglasses, the Ray-Bans, every time that you see him, night or day, Bob is the same. Authentic, steals the show. We all thought that we had Tez the Law. Barclay Tagg is the trainer, was the number 1 favorite, odds-on favorite, strongest favorite in 20 years. Cannot seal the deal. Authentic and Bob Badford stole the show. I'm going to let you watch the infamous stretch drive of the 146th running of the Kentucky Derby.
And they're into the stretch, and it's Tis the Law on the outside of Authentic. These two stride for stride as they come to the final furlong. Authentic is dragging in. Tis the Law all out to get by him. Authentic and John Velasquez have the lead as they come down to the 16th pole. Tis the Law still trying to get him. Authentic, Tis the Law, here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
Authentic isn't the only horse that people were speaking about at the Kentucky Derby. I would be remorsed not to talk about. 1,000 words. A horse that was scratched in the paddock, that threw his jockey, also broke his trainer's wrist trying to hold on to the horse, and the horse itself took a fall. I want you to watch this clip. It's troubling to watch, but everyone came out fine other than the trainer that did break his right wrist. The horse is fine, will have an opportunity to run again. The jockey is fine, but I wanted you to watch. With no fans around, horses are animals. It was spooked, and this is a troubling sight. College football and professional football is here to stay. Through COVID-19, schools have weathered the deal. Professional sports understand what's at risk, all the millions of dollars that they will be making, and it starts this weekend. We've got University of Louisville and University of Kentucky playing in the ACC and in the SEC. They have a full slate of games, 10 games apiece. It's going to be a tremendous season. Opportunities for both teams to do well, progress, and have a chance to win a national championship. Coach Satterfield, University of Louisville, is very optimistic about his team's chances. And Coach Stoops, after last year's success, is looking to build on it this year. University of Louisville gets the first opportunity to start its season September 12th in front of 12,000 fans. They were hoping for 18 to 20,000, but the governor in the state of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, limited the amount of fans that could come to the game and also tailgate. Their first game, which is Saturday, September 12th, will be played against Western Kentucky at home. First chance for us to see the second year of Coach Satterfield. Some of the more challenging games start after that. September 19th at at Cardinal Stadium. Miami is coming to town. September 26th at Pittsburgh. October 9th, Georgia Tech in Atlanta. October 17th, away, South Bend, Indiana. Everyone would love to go to this game, but again, there will be limited fans in South Bend. They play the Fighting Irish, Notre Dame. We've got Florida State, October 24th. We've got Virginia Tech at home, October 31st. November 7th, away at Virginia. Last but not least, at home against Syracuse, Boston College on the road, and Wake Forest at home on December 5th before college football playoffs will start. The Kentucky Wildcats, that's a different breed. They play in the SEC. Everyone that understands college athletics knows that that is the toughest conference in college football. A lot of people say it's a step below the NFL. More NFL players come from the SEC, Southeastern Conference, than any other conference in the country. Kentucky will open up September 26th on the road at Auburn. That's a tough way to start. At home against Ole Miss on October 3rd. Mississippi State at home, October 10th. Arch rival, and I mean arch rival, University of Tennessee away, October 17th in Knoxville, Tennessee. Rocky Top. Coach Stoops and his gang has owned the Vols for quite a long time. Tennessee thinks this is the year to turn it around. They're at home against University of Georgia, the second best team. Kobe Puckett is the coach, the second best team in the SEC. They play Georgia in Lexington. They'll have a hard time keeping fans out of that game. You've got University of Missouri on the road, the 31st of October. Vanderbilt, the 14th, at home. November 21st, away, the University of Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Do I have to say anything else? Nick Saban, undisputed, the best college football coach the last 10 years. And Alabama has won more national championships the last 10 than any other school. Clemson is the only school close. I feel for Kentucky and the Wildcats. That offensive line, which is potent, strong, and huge, is going to have their work cut out for them against Alabama on November 21st. Then they go away to Florida, much improved Florida, on November 28th. And the last game, again, Kroger Stadium, Lexington, Kentucky, University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, on December 5th. After that, they will be waiting to see what their fate will fall as they wait to see what the selection committee does with the top 4 teams in college football.
Did you know that the word alma mater comes from the Latin meaning nurturing mother? One of our primary objectives at Simmons College of Kentucky is to nurture late bloomers. So it doesn't matter if you struggle through high school just to graduate, or even if you earn your GED. We don't look at a student's past, we look at their potential. Simmons College of Kentucky. creating the next generation of thinkers.
The U.S. Open in New York City, Flushing Meadows. Everyone understands tennis in this time of the year is the biggest thing that goes on in New York. Well, the number one ranked player, the odds-on favorite to win the men's side of the U.S. Open, Novak Djokovic, was disqualified. A lot of people are on both sides of this story. I'm not. I want to explain to you what happened. Novak Djokovic hit a ball, a tennis ball, in the direction of a line judge, a female line judge that is doing her job. The ball on the direct flight hits her in the throat. Everyone's watched tennis, and everyone understands that players get upset with calls, they get upset with the line judge, they get upset with the ump, they get upset. That's the nature of the business. But hitting a ball at a line judge that is not there to catch the ball ever, that's not her or his job. You have young men and women that retrieve the tennis balls. You have watched tennis before. You have watched the players tap the balls to where they bounce, 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 and they are retrieved by the young man or lady. You have seen the tennis players hit the ball into the net, and you will see a young man or a young lady run across, receive the ball, gather the ball, and run across and get in position for the next serve. But you've never seen a line judge picking up a ball from a professional tennis player. That's not supposed to happen. I want to put it to you in a different text. That would be like a basketball player throwing the basketball at the scorer's table to the announcer who's announcing the game on the direct flight, head high. Or a statistician that is taking stats at the game that is doing his job with his head down, doing their job. You've never seen it happen. It's not supposed to happen. A lot of people say that he didn't intend to. That ball on the flight hit a woman that is at least 5'2" or 3". That ball never hit the ground one time. He was supposed to be suspended because the rules state that. If you don't like the rules, tennis lovers, change the rules. The tennis line judge now is getting death threats. People are calling her like it was her fault. It was not. Novak acted completely illegitimately and without malice. Hitting that ball head high at a line judge as a professional tennis player is totally unacceptable. We're all very lucky, and so is the line judge. 3 inches higher in her eyes, she could have been blind. That is a fact. She's not there to retrieve any balls from any tennis players. She's there to call the balls in or out. That is all. I am glad that the Professional Tennis Association did the proper thing. I'm going to show you an angle of the shot to where it takes away all doubt. He was looking where he was hitting the ball. There's no question about that. If you don't like the rule, tennis lovers, change the rule. But he was supposed to be suspended, and he should be suspended for more than just the U.S. Open. Here's your opportunity to look at the tape, and you judge for yourself, now that I've told you the rules of the game.
Number 23 for Kentucky.
Dwight Anderson was the Michael Jordan of our era.
6'3" freshman, Dwight Anderson.
To finish the last segment, I want to have a tribute to Dwight Anderson.
There's the blazing speed of Anderson.
I met him in 1977 at the Brian Comer basketball camp. A lot of people say it's one of the better groups ever to come out of high school.
Someday, Dwight Anderson's picture will be on the cover of magazine.
Well, Dwight Anderson was the best of the best. Dwight Anderson would have been a top 10 all-time NBA player.
Cut off. Anderson thinks about the shot. Now takes a jump on the free throw line. Has it. Fine play that time for Dwight Anderson.
Everyone probably wonders, well, what happened to Dwight?
They say he's the fastest man ever to play basketball at Kentucky. There's so much potential there in Anderson offensively. It's scary. What a quick first.
Well, I'm going to let him tell you in his words. It's something called drugs.
But like I said, it became a obsession, and I wanted to party all the time and forgot my purpose.
Saturday night, he made a shot called by many as the greatest of all time.
He passed 3 days ago at 61 years old. His life had all the ups and downs that you hear about. The star and fandom of a high school great, the future of a college superstar, and the potential of an NBA paycheck was washed down the drain because of substance abuse. A lot of young kids think it's a recreational drug. People do not understand the power of drugs. You don't understand what it does to your body, to your system, and to your soul. The best thing that I could tell anyone, especially our youth, stay away from drugs. Stay away from anyone selling drugs. Stay away from anyone dealing drugs. The only thing that can take your future away for a fact are drugs. It's stronger than your will. It's stronger than your soul. Some people's body, the minute they have to have it. Be frightened. You should be. Don't do it because your friends do it. Do not allow peer pressure to make you do something that you know is not in your best interest. You may be just the person, Dwight Anderson, with a future that's so high it's unbelievable. Higher than the sky, higher than a ceiling. It may be just the drug that takes you down to the lows of the lows. Dwight Anderson was homeless for 13 years. 13. Looking to find the next fix. 10 years sobriety. Good for you, Dwight. You left this world the correct way. You were helping young kids stay off of drugs, and you will never be forgotten. This is Eaves Sports. I can't wait to see you in Series 4. You all take care, have a great day, and God bless you.